Let's take a quick look at the Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic. This is a 42 millimeter, and this is my good friend Jack's personal watch. This is his go-to watch, so big thanks to Jack for lending this in. This is a super cool watch, like most Hamilton Khaki field watches are. I think they all pretty much wear really good, and that's partly, you're going to find one that's going to work for whatever size wrist you have. So for me, this on my 7 1/4 works fine. If you have a little bit smaller wrist, you're going to find that the King is going to work even better. It is a little bit smaller in size, shorter lug to lug and stuff like that. So this guy is 42 millimeter. The lug to lug is a 52 millimeter, so it's kind of long, but that's fairly normal in the field watch category. So it is only 10.8 thick. That is with a slightly domed sapphire crystal. So it wears really good. Non-screw down crown, but it is a nice large crown, so it's easy to wind, easy to operate. And it is a hackable movement too. This is the H10 movement, which is the newer one with that 80-hour power reserve. So when Jack paired this, I'm gonna toss it on wrist as I'm talking here, but Jack paired this on a single pass-through Havaston strap. I guess kind of a NATO-ish thing, but it's not really. And I'll talk about that on a separate video. But there it is on my 7 1/4. You can see it wears great. Definitely a strap monster. If you want to, this one comes on leather. You could wear it on a leather strap. You could do. I think this is a really good pairing with this guy. You could wear it on anything. I mean, it's 22 millimeter lug width. I didn't mention that either, but. So anything like that, you're going to be able to find that it will wear fine. So there's a closer look at the dial and the handset. You can see this thing has a little bit of scratching on it, a little bit of wear. That's because Jack wears this a lot. So big thanks. You can see another, I've heard people complain about maybe possibly, is the date window, how it's it pushes the 15 over and eliminates the 3, but that's because of the size of the movement and the date disc. That's where it put it in position. That could have been altered out or changed in the design, but this probably keeps cost down and everything like that, so I don't have a problem with it. Speaking of cost, I think retail on this guy is $575. I think you'd be hard pressed. I mean, you probably could pay retail, but even at an authorized dealer, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a better deal than that. So on Joma, you're looking at like $369. Amazon's like just under $400. My good friend Mimo out of Mimo's Jewelry is still working on solidifying his Hamilton AD. So hopefully soon he'll be able to offer a bunch of Hamiltons, and I'm sure he's going to help us out with a discount as well. So if you're patient, you might want to wait for that opportunity. Otherwise, there's tons of these out there. And if you're looking to do pre-owned secondhand, I'm sure you can find on the Facebook groups or the forums, the watch forums, like Watch You Seek or something. I'm sure you can find some pretty good deals on these secondhand, and they hold up fine. So we'll take a look at the display case back so you can get a quick look at the H10 movement. You can see it beating away there. This says 100 meter water resist, or 10 bar. So very, very nice looking movement for a non-decorated movement. It's pretty cool. Always nice to see. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks, Jack, for lending this in. I will close out with a Loom Shot, but you guys know that the loom on these is not amazing. I'll even blast it a little bit here so we can get a false sense of what the loom could possibly be. So there's the 42, and there's the King. I did not charge the King, so you can see that it's the 42 millimeters a little bit brighter. But the handset glows obviously a little bit stronger because you have more loom applied there, and then those little dots around the outside are also going to give you some indication. So overall, a great watch, and definitely If you have a wrist large enough to support, then go with the 42 millimeter. If you have a little bit smaller wrist, you know, definitely look at the other Hamilton options. But I think Hamilton's a great one to have into your collection, one of their khaki lines. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video.